Hi there folks, welcome to Dunsy's Guitar World. Welcome to another quick guitar lesson. Now I think today's will be quite quick. There's only two parts in this song, but when the two parts are so good, you only need two parts. So the song is Star Machine. It's from the album Silver Age by Bob Mould, released in 2012. It seems ages ago now, man. This is one of my favourite albums of his post-Sugar period. It's a really, really good album. Now I'm wearing headphones today because I need to monitor what I'm doing, because this song employs the use of a capo. It's very easy to stray out of pitch with a capo if the strings aren't sitting properly underneath it. So the capo is at the 2nd fret. So I will show you the main riff. So the capo, 2nd fret, standard tuning. So what I do is, to prepare for this, it's an E chord, but I play, so it's the open, I'll just refer to them as the bottom string and so on and on, because they're obviously tuned up, or they're obviously a different note with the capo. So it's a bottom string open, and then the 2nd fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the D string, and I lay my pinky down on the 4th fret of the G string. So that's is that like an E5 chord, I guess? So the first, excuse my tuning if it goes slightly out. This is a guitar lesson, this isn't perfect pitch here. I'm not Rick Beatos with his almost perfect pitch. So the first thing we do is 2 strikes on the bottom string with some palm muting. And then we play across those notes, 2nd fret of the A, 2nd fret of the D, 4th fret of the G. Like that. Once more. Now the next note we hit can be quite confusing. The next note we hit is actually the 2nd fret of that A string, but then we I'm putting my 3rd finger down on the 4th fret of the D and keeping my pinky on the 4th fret of the G. So it's like a B chord. So we're kind of keeping this note here ringing throughout the whole song, and maybe the string below it as well, because it's the same note. So that's the 2nd chord. So it's the E to the B. Now I leave my 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D and my pinky on the 4th fret of the G, and bring my 2nd finger down to play the 3rd fret, or I guess it's the 5th fret. Hopefully this is making sense. The 5th fret of the bottom string, and keep those 2 notes held. That's the sound we're going for. So those 3 chords together. And again. Once more. I'll change the angle of the camera so you get a closer look. So it's the E to the B shape. Move the finger over to the 5th fret, bottom string. And then we go to an A, just the open A string, obviously with the capo, and then the 4th fret of the D and G string. 2 hits, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that part is the 5th fret of the B, pull off to the 4th fret of the B, while still playing the A chord, so it's like suspending the A chord, I guess. So all together. turning the volume down on my Strat. That's why I always say in videos I'm not a Strat guy, because when I'm strumming away I always turn the volume down, and no one needs to have their volume down when you're trying to rock out. So when you're playing that up to speed and with some serious downstroking, you can be quite liberal with the chords you're hitting, but the important thing is you're always hitting this 4th fret of the G string with all these chords. Like that. And if you caught my picking hand there, I'll try and make it a bit clearer, get both my hands in here. And the chorus is basically just the same, but instead of doing it as sort of staccato, he's just hitting the chords harder. He's getting very enthusiastic at this point. So it's just the same chords. And then back to the staccato part. What I'll do is I'll focus on my summing hand, because when I'm doing these lessons, you know, I always forget. It's easy for me because I think I know how this goes. See, I'm not guaranteeing this how it goes, but I think I do. So I forget things like I'm really palm muting between these chords as well. So I'll play this slowly. I'll try and focus on my summing hand and try and catch the subtleties of, why my camera doesn't focus, try and catch the subtleties of the dampening. So I think that's okay. And then into the chorus, like I say, we're not doing as much dampening, we're just hitting the rocking out. And then there's a sort of middle 8, and it's these chords. It starts on this like a C, so it's the 5th fret of the A string, and you can play the 4th fret of the D string, and the important notes here are the open G, or I said the 2nd fret, open G, and the 5th fret of the B and the top E string. So it's like a big Bob Mould strummy chord. Over to G, so we're just moving our fingers from the C to the G. Again, big strums on that. To a D. To the A. To the C. G. And then to a B before he goes into the solo. So what I'll do is I'll play like a few times round the verse part, and then the chorus, and then that bit. Now I didn't say this at the beginning, I should have said this. I'm not doing the solo on this. Bob changes up what he's playing on the solo, and I can't play solos like Bob Mould. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm holding my hand up. I cannot play solos as good as Bob Mould does. He has a completely unique style, very like Richard Thompson in parts actually, who he credits as a big influence. So I can't play like Richard Thompson and I can't play like Bob Mould. So there's no solo in this. So, like I say, I'll go around it a couple of times so you get an idea of how this goes. And then Bob takes off on the solo. Now, I guess Bob, this isn't about subtlety. This is about attitude and changing the sort of feel of the song. You know, he's just playing the same thing for the verse and the chorus, but he's changing it in the way he's dampening the strings in the verse parts. So it's more kind of down key. I don't know if key's the right word here. So there's that, and although he's still playing the same thing in the chorus, he's really going at it, you know. Don't be afraid of hitting too many strings. Just make sure you hit the right notes. Watch Bob play. Get into it, you know, get into it and get rocking out. As ever, folks, it's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsy's Guitar World. Cheers for now.